All right, ladies. Make those toes nice and tight. And we didn't stop. How's that the other shoe? I knew your elastic came off your shoe. It just came untied. I thought it came undone. Yeah, I don't know why they made it this. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's very strange. Oh. And what? So that was. We got a notification. Yeah, that's you think of all the times we've done this that I've heard that before? Maybe just like once. Make sure your shoulders are back and down, chest is lifted just in case you forgot. Pull, pull, pull. Now we're pushing those pinky toes to the floor. And point front. Try to work the ankle. Yep. She's causing a ruckus. There we go. See, I missed the arrow. That's right. I gotta put it back in. You missed such a great set last year. Yeah. Are your legs gonna fall off today? I like your face on this one over here. Usually they feel pretty good. Oh, that's good. We'll just say we're good with sweat. I believe it. And legs open around. Legs open around. Try and get a smooth motion going. Even your class I have feelings because somebody else learned to stand up and switch direction. Just get rid of some stress, that's all. Is that all? Just a little stress. How about front and back? Open and close. Really pull those toes back. Awesome. All right. Let's do our back stretching. So you may want your yoga blocks. Is that music too loud? Yes. I know, isn't it weird? It's weird because I didn't think it was when we started, but now I'm like, it was softer music and now it's a higher piece. It happens almost every time I teach. It's like, oh, this is good, and then like, So let's spread those knees a little bit wider this time. Usually we have our knees kind of together. My toes are straight back.
I was gonna say, both of them work differently.
Yes. Let's start with them straight back. And so we're gonna reach back. If you want to use your block right, we're gonna turn right. And then lift that back arm. With your knees spread, you can't really put your block between your knees and get that additional, but that's fine. Watch your thumb. I was just doing that thumb practices. And really push those hips that way, right? You're trying to get that nice arch in your back. And then come on down. Let's switch sides. Jack is in the way, but I'm not ready.
You know, right? I had a heat on yesterday, a DC on yesterday, it's probably AC.
Maybe. So we're gonna reach back and lift and push those hips, right? You're going straight that way. Come on down. Let's try straight back. So again, my knees are butt shoulders width apart. My feet are right behind my knees. Reach up. And then let's sit and reach front for child pose. Hands and knees. So I would like to do, we did this last time too, we've done it before. My little block, we're gonna make one block taller, so make me think. Although, that's too tall. No, let's not do that. Make it taller. Alright, so hands and knees. Your hands should be directly under your shoulders. These are also sort of shoulders width apart. We're in a nice box, right? Then we're going to extend that leg. And then we're gonna, let's just start with straight up and down. Our head is neutral. I'm looking at the space right between my fingertips on the floor. You want to keep those hips nice and straight. So you don't want to do basic things and turn, right? Keep them nice and straight. And 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to keep going on this leg. Now we're going to go up and over. And again, the idea is your body is staying nice and still, and your leg is doing all the motion. And if you notice, you kind of have to push on that right hand or the same hand as the side you're going to keep your body from getting out of alignment. 2 more. 1, 2, and right in. Now to the other side. Again, make sure those hands are right below your shoulders. Don't sink down, right? Stay lifted. Left leg goes out. We're going to start up, down, up. Make sure you point that toe nice and tight. There's a lot of tension in my leg that I'm lifting. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it's going to go up and over, up, over. And again, you really have to think about keeping your body nice and still. I don't know why it's nice and still. It's kind of sucky and still, right? See that face back there? 2 more. 1 and 2. And come on in. Feel a little hip action, hopefully. A little lower back. Awesome. I like it. Oh, that's good. So I was thinking about this combination. I thought maybe I'd make the beginning part a little easier. The balance is not hard, but I think the turn was a little confusing. So instead of doing that turn, I would like to do some ronde-de-jambe, which I know is near and dear to our heart. You're just thinking we haven't done ronde-de-jambe in a minute, right? So we'll start with the balance, so side, back, step, right? Balance, side, back, step, side, back, step. We're going to step that right foot front, point the back toe around, step front, around. Okay? So again with the right foot balance, so side, back, step, side, back, step, front, around, front, around. And we're trying to get a nice big half circle with our toe, right? So when you do that ronde-de-jambe, I want you to lunge into it so you can point that back toe, and it's actually hard to do, standing straight. Right? So it steps front, point, around, front, point, around. We're changing the air conditioning. Thank you, Chris. Front, point the toe, around, front, toe, around. It's cool because it's 64 degrees in here. I know it was a little, chilly. See, it's good for step class.
It's too cold for step class. 67, 68 is not bad.
All right, so we have, I think, the front point around, front point around, front point around. We are also going to go into the back. So we're going to, so if you're standing on that front foot, you're going to step back, point around, back, point around, back, point around, and back, point around. So it's the same idea. I want you to think about that toe and the point, and I want you to think about that little décolleté in the knee that gets you a little bit bigger circle. Okay, so 2 balances, right? So side, back, step, side, back, step, front, point, around, front, point, around. We're going to step on that foot one more time. So we're going to step on it, we're going to do balance again, we're going to go that way, right? Side, back, step, side, back, step, back, point, around, back, point, around. Does that make sense? Good.
Not my best work.
That's okay. We're going to do it 2 times, and then we'll do the same thing next week. And it'll start to seep into your brain, and then we'll get to add things to it. Okay, so right foot balance it. So it's side, back, step, side, back, step, front, point, around, front, point, around, side, back, step, side. Now we're gonna go back, point, around, back, point, around. So your balance A, right? If you just put that foot in the back and step it, you should have this foot to use next, right? Just like when we do the balance A, right? You put it back, and then you can use that foot again. One more time, and then we'll switch. So balance A, side, back, step, front, point, around, front, point, around, balance A, back, point, around, back, point, around. Good.
All right, so the first part of that word is balance.
Get lost through there.
Well, so balance A, right? There's a lot of variations you can do with balance A, right? We want to make sure at all times our chest is lifted, right? We have a nice posture. And when we do balance A, that foot goes straight to the side. Just a little ball of your foot action in the back, and then you change weight. It's a tiny little action. If I was in another type of class, I might call this a ball change, because you're changing your weight. So stick that ball of your foot in the back, and then change. Ball, change. If you lift it a little, kind of helps your brain think about it. Right? So again, I'm staying up nice and straight. Let's bend the right knee. Put it back. Just the ball of your foot and change. Ball, change. Ball, change. You got it. Sort of.
You're wiggly upstairs. Huh? You're wiggly upstairs.
Yes. This stays nice and still. Right? And if you want to put your arms out, I'm trying to show you my stillness, but put those arms out. Ball, change. Up nice and tall. There you go. And then just pick up that front foot just a little bit. There you go. There you go.
I think it feels like she's trying to go back too far, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't think about going back.
Yeah. My weight is still over my center mass. I'm just bending my knee and putting that back a little bit. There you go.
She's just off today.
Okay.
She didn't take that yoga maker on today.
The hallway.
The hallway.
The hallway.
We all do the hallway some days.
All right. So, Ron de Jean, which we did some of. I would like to work some of those muscles though. So, let's point that toe right to the floor. So my knee is bent, my toe is pointed. I'm just going to circle. Little circles. You may need a chair. So that you don't have to worry about your balance. So you can think about, oh, my leg. I mean. But if you can do it without the chair, that's good too. And it's helping you think about all this stuff that's staying nice and balanced. Right? Just little circles. It's much easier when your arms are out. And then switch direction. So I'm coming in. And now go out one more time. Out. So it's counterclockwise, I guess.
I just have to make one.
I actually do the same thing. Now can we make them a little bit bigger? Right? And we're thinking about that leg. We want it to make a bigger circle. Right? And then can you give it that little demi-plie on the standing leg? Because your standing leg is just hanging out. It's not really doing anything. So now we're just then giving a little bend. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Right? That's the same thing that we do.
Say, I certainly feel it great.
Well, I might have been teasing a little bit about the skin. That's okay. So now we're gonna switch, we're gonna point that other toe, because I'd hate for you to be lopsided all day, that'd be terrible. And we'll start with little circles, right? They seem easy at first, you're like, oh yeah, I got this. Right, little circles. And then switch direction. And then we're gonna switch direction one more time. So we're going clockwise, right? It is on my foot, right? And then we're gonna make it a little bit bigger.
So this should be counterclockwise for us. Opposite feet.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay. That's why I was like, I don't know if it's the same for you. And then with the bend, so a little bit bigger circle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah. And then that seems like it's like, wow, I just found out I didn't really do much. Hopefully you can feel a little bit in your hip. I feel it a little bit. We need to work on things like that. So the other thing that I wanted to work on today too, so second position, oh, we didn't do any of our positions. This class is just going out. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but I think you know what second position is, right? Feet are apart, right shoulders width. We've got that nice turnout. So if they were together, you can see a letter B, right? And now we're gonna keep that chest nice and lifted. We're gonna just do a little demi-plie, easy peasy. Demi-plie, and up, down, and up, down, and up, down, and up, down, and up. When you get a little bit down, let's go a little bit more. Can you make it a little deeper? A little deeper. Here we go. You're still keeping that back nice and straight, your chest is lifted, your shoulders are dropping down. 3, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And now, I would like us to plie, and if you can, lift your heels and down, heels and down. You may need a little, oh, we're doing good without the chair. This is awesome sauce. Because you really want to think about if your upper body is moving around, you're going to fall in. Right? So you have to stay nice and still. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and come on up.
This one
Did you
really
realize?
interesting.
Oh, yeah, maybe a little bit of those. It's good stuff, it's very good stuff.
She knows where things are connected right now.
I bet. That's awesome though. So let's see, so we were doing it in second. Let's see if we can do a wider second. So my feet are still sort of in that V shape, but now I'm probably a little bit further out than my shoulders. Right, and again, we keep this all cinched up nice and tight. Mine, the back part of my top legs are tight. Oh my goodness.
It's about, it's gluteus minimus. You need to be.
See, gluteus minimus. The top part of your legs apparently not quite.
Actually,
It's a technical term. It's the bottom part of your butt.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah. So it's tucked under, right? We're gonna do that same demi-plie again. Demi-plie. We're going a little slower this time because we're a little wider. Right? And if you want to do a little down and up, over and down. And I'm meeting that center line right in front of me with my hands. And I'm going right up the middle. Down, up, down, up, down, and up. 2 more. 1, exercise ring, and 2. Oh, Pam's exercise ring is closed. Now leave them out there. And we're gonna go up and down, up and down. You should feel a little bit different stretch in your inner thighs when they're out a little further like this. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Together. She looks so happy. She's a happy girl. Awesome. So, nightmares. So, the other thing I want to continue to work on is bourrée. Again, that's just up on the balls of your feet, right? Technically it's releve, but the bourrée is lots of little steps, right? Lots and lots, lots and lots. Pull those arms out. Lots and lots, fast, 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 fast. And then turn around all the way, all the way, all the way. And then we're gonna go back. You're getting faster. All right, I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh no, not sweat. What were we thinking in the fitness class? All right, one more time. Heels off the floor. Right? I'm keeping my body weight right over the center of my body. And then lots and lots, lots and lots. And then we're going to turn all the way around and back. It's easy, but it does stuff for you. Awesome. All right. Let's try. Let's do some of those stretches we were doing before standing up for our split. So we started them just shoulders width apart. So 1 foot in front, 1 foot behind, right? And then we've done that front knee. And we're trying to leave, because our feet are closer together, we're trying to leave that back heel on the floor when we bend the front knee. Right? And this will give your heart rate a second to maybe slow down a little bit. After all those bourrées. And now let's hold it. You're gonna hold. And you should feel a stretch right up the back of your leg. If you don't, you probably don't have that front knee bent enough. Awesome. And then bring them together and we'll switch. Again, they're about shoulders width apart. I know that they're the other way, not this way. So get that front knee, a little bit of bend. Our feet are not turned out, right? They're looking straight on. And we're just giving a little bendy bend, keeping that back leg nice and straight, heel on the floor. If you're having a hard time staying balanced, your feet may be too close together. You might want to put a little more distance this way. 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to hold. We're going to bend and hold. And again, I hope you can see in the camera, which is why I turn to the side. I'm up nice and straight. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's try a little bit wider. This time your back heel probably is going to come up off the floor, right? So we have a little bit wider stance. Now we're going to bend that front knee. And now my back heel doesn't come up a lot, but it does come a little bit off the floor. And again, this is all staying nice and up straight. back leg stays nice and straight. And up. Up. 3, 2. Now we're gonna hold it. And now, while you're here, if you can get a little more bend, then go there. If not, just hold this position. Sometimes after a few seconds, you get a little more bend. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come on up. Switch.
She is past making faces, she's making sound effects.
I know. I can hear her displeasure with our movements.
Sorry.
It's signs of joy.
That was awesome, dude, sorry.
It was awesome. Okay, so again, we're wider than shoulders width, so we got a little more space there. And so when we bend that front knee, your back heel is gonna come up, but we're still keeping that back leg nice and straight. It's the front leg that is bending. Again, I do not have that sort of turned out foot. They are looking nice and straight ahead. And I didn't mention this on the other side, but my back foot actually is pushing just a little bit to help my front knee bend. So it's not just hanging out there and doing nothing. That back leg is helping push front each time I go front. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. And again, while you're holding, you can get a little bit deeper. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on. It's amazing, Pam. It's amazing. Now we're ready to do stretches and splits. Yay! We stretched all of our stretch muscles, our split muscles. It's amazing.
They're definitely warmed up.
They're warm. So actually, instead of stretching and splitting, which is what we usually do, I think I would like to do some lunges and splits before we sort of go other places. Since we just worked all those muscles, they're nice and warm. Sure. Both knees crackle pops, right? That's awesome. So on your knees, we're gonna reach one foot straight to the front. And then you want to use your blocks. Grab those. Now we're gonna bend that front knee. And this time, instead of your back leg doing a bunch of work trying to push the front leg, now we've got a nice stretch right under here. And we get to sort of relax into it. I'm still up nice and straight. Shoulders are back and down, even though I've got my hands on my blocks and I'm using those I'm actually resting my body weight on my arms so that my legs can get a little more stretch. Awesome. Hips are tight. Yeah. If your knee is doing this sort of action, going to the side, make sure it's nice and straight. Even if you have to put your hand there to remind it, that's where it's supposed to go. And then come on back with your hips, and we're going to slide that front foot front. And again, same kind of action. I'm using my arms to hold a lot of my body weight so that my legs can go with more stretch. I'm nice and tall, I'm not sinking into my shoulders. That's actually good. That's really good.
Wow, Pam.
It's really good. Just gonna hold it just for a little bit. Let's come up. Switch legs.
Good for you, Pam.
Yes, that was awesome.
That was like the best I've ever seen.
Yes, I would agree.
And you my arms like get
That's-
longer.
Can you stack the buildings right? No, that was amazing, Pam.
It was, I agree. Okay, so we reached that foot out, we're gonna lunge into it. So I'm trying to get as much stretch between my back and my front leg that I can. Stay up nice and tall. Awesome. Back to hips and slide that leg front. And again, you can keep a lot of your body weight on your arms without sinking into your shoulders. That will help you get into that stretch. There. Try and think about keeping that front toe down, right? Don't let it poke up like this. You're stretching all kinds of different things when your foot is flexed.
My hamstrings screwed.
And now we'll do all of our other foot stretches that I would hate for you to miss out on. I just figured we'd go to splits first since we just worked all those same muscles. Makes me So we did just do a lot of pointing stuff, so this time let's flex. And again, I've got my legs this way as far as they will go. My toes are flexed, I'm up nice and tall, but I am going to hinge at the waist. And if you can bring your arms front, we're reaching for that opposite wall. If you want to use your elbows. Down deeper. So either way. Now I want to take opposite, so right hand to left foot, stretch. And we have done some in motion before, but right now I just want to hold that stretch. And remember our feet are flexed. And then switch. And hopefully you should feel this starting to loosen up a little bit. And then we switch. One more switch. Yes, it is. And then how about one hand to each leg? This is about like the beginning stretch, but now a little more stretch going on. Let's bend them both, since we're into both things. If you need to sit on a block to get a little height out of your tailbone, that helps. We're gonna stay nice and straight. My knees are pushing to the floor. I'm not shaking them, but I am pushing them. And then I'm gonna hinge at the waist. Just go as far as you can until you feel some tension, and then pull. Underachiever.
So,
No, I said no. It's okay.
I was like,
Everybody has a different, as far as they can go point.
so I was going other directions.
Yes.
Directions and
Yeah, this direction's good, thank you.
at all. And the weird thing is, we're not going this direction, this is kind of like,
You're just stopped.
yeah, it's like,
That's good. Come on up. Now we're going, I'm gonna leave my feet right where they are. Normally we cross stuff and do a bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna just turn. So again, I'm keeping my spine nice and straight, and I'm twisting around. I'm gonna use this knee. If you need to cross to get over there, you can do that too. I actually got a little better oomph. And 4 crackles.
I was gonna say, I back went,
Happy. Make sure you don't do terrible things to your thumbs. And switch sides. Goodness. Awesome. And if you want to stretch front, do that lower back, loosen it out. And this time, completely rounded.
so I go back, go a little bit.
See, and I feel this all up through here,
Yeah.
which is lovely, by the way. Notice that difference in how that. So maybe next week we'll do some V-sits again. I know that you've been missing V-sit, right? That's been happening. I think she sent me a message on Facebook
I'm sure she did.
and said,
Or, no, we did some yesterday.
oh.
Similar to it. Good enough for it.
I was gonna say, yeah, we did, didn't we?
We did. Good enough.
You get it so much.
I just started thinking, what did we do? We did stuff.
According to Pam, V-sits happen in step class. I'm not sure how.
It was at the end.
Oh, it was in the end. Oh, I see. That's the thing. All right, you know what, we'll use leg straight. This is the way Chris is good at stretching, and Cheryl is not, and that's okay.
It is okay.
So I'm gonna reach those hands front, because really I wanna reach to that wall. Sure I am. Look, that's fine. Okay, so it's that's cheating.
Actually, like, legs, scared that might go whoosh.
Yeah.
Let's see, right? Move your wall.
Yes. Well, because then not only do you have the stretching action, but you get your arms engaged. Which is awesome. All right, ladies, thank you for joining me today.
It's really over, it's class.
Yes, the music is over, class is done.